Alright guys, so what I will be doing in this video is to explain to you guys how you can go about scaling your small account and making a certain amount of profit. Now I know that usually person don't have a lot of money, so they tend to start out with like $100 account or a $50 account. But for this purpose, we're going to be focusing on a $100 account. So take for example, you know, you start out with $100 account, which it's not a lot of money, and everyone understand that, not a lot of person have 1,000 or 2,000 to invest in, trading the FX market. So you start out with $100 account. What you want to do at this time is to focus on 10 quality trade, risking 10 USD on each trade, which should be like a 10 pip stop loss. All right. So take for example, out of those 10 trade, you would have won 7 trade. All right. And those 7 trades that you would have won, you would be targeting like 30 pips minimum. So you're risking like $10 to make $30. So in this case, you won 7 trades. So 7 times, your 30, which would be your $10 per pips, would equivalent to $210. Plus, $70 from your remaining balance, because you would have lost 10 trades, risking 10 pips. So you would have been back at $70. All right. You had both of these, the 210 and the 70. Your account will now sit at 280 USD. Just like that, by just taking 10 quality setup targeting 30 pips. All right. So with the 210 USD going into your second week of trading, what you can do, you can risk $20 on each trade. All right. So if you're risking $20 on each trade, well, this should be no. So just ignore the, the Y. Should be W. All right. So take for example, you're going in your second week risking $20 on each trade, which would be like $2 per pip. You're using like a 10 pip stop loss. All right. You're still targeting minimum 30 pip. You're targeting a 30 pip gain. At this point, the result will be your $2 per pips times your 30 pips, which would be $60. All right. So you're basically making 60 USD per trades, targeting 30 pip, risking $2 per pip with a 10 pip stop loss. So at this point, you would have won 8 trades, which will equivalent to $60 per trade. So you will make a profit of 480 USD in like your second week. Remember you lost 2 trades, so you're gonna minus, the 2 trade you would have lost from the 480. Or if you want to minus it from your balance, the option is yours. But I'm just doing it this way for the purpose of the video. All right. So you minus the 40 for the TWO losing trades, which will equal to 440 plus 280. So your account will now sit at 720 USD over a 2-week time period. All right. Very, very simple. Very, very easy. This is one way I scale small account, and this is one way I, encourage person to give it a try if you are okay with risking, $10 out of your $100. But the most important thing with doing this is to stay as calm as possible. Don't, try to throw in multiple position or stuff like that. Just focus on 10 quality trade. Give it a try and you will see what I'm talking about. All right. Going into your third week, if you want, you can say, hey, I'm going to be risking $30 on my next 10 setup. All right. So if you're going to risk $30 on 10 setup, at this point, you're going to be risking probably about 200 and something dollar. You're going to be risking probably about 270 you're going to be risking. So you are just risking back a portion of the profit you would have made. Because remember, the account is small and you want to scale the account, So if you are going to risk 270, which would be like $3 per pip using your 10 pip stop loss, at this point you making 30 pips, that's going to be $90. If you can win, say, if you can win 7 out of those 10 trades in your third week, all right, you can win 7 out of those 10 trades in your third week with $3 per pip, you win in 7 trade, you're gonna make 630 USD. And then from that, you can minus 90, which gonna leave you with 540 plus your 720, which should be $1,200 in 3 weeks. That's $100,000. So this is one way you can actually scale your small account. But you have to have a set principle and you just abide by those principles. You have to have a set principle and abide by it. So good luck, guys, and Merry Christmas, stay safe, and we'll see what the new year brings.